everybody at Enchanted Emerald. This is Melissa bringing you a reading here for Leo, September 2021, a Tarotscope. So as I tap into your energy here, Leo, as always, I use the traditional Rider-Waite deck. For my readings, it's just my go-to deck. So what I really feel for you, Leo, is a feeling of triumph. Okay, so as you navigate this month, you're probably going to be going through some things that are a little bit difficult. But on the other side of this, know that you can overcome these difficulties. You will overcome these difficulties. You have a new beginning available to you at the end of this month, and it's a very beautiful process. I feel right now you might be in a space where you're in a position that there is not so much of an equal give and take within a group setting. That could be a work situation for some of you Leos. It could be within a relationship dynamic is what I'm feeling as well for some of you. But I do feel that this is going to come full circle and you're going to be able to stand up for yourself in the way that you need to and get out of this in, not feel so much like this is really heavy, it's daunting, but have something very harmonious come out of this. Now, it may not be with this person or it may not be within this setting. It may call for a change, but you can absolutely navigate this with the utmost grace. Okay, so as we step into the first week of September here, we have the two cards that come out for the beginning of the month, the Eight of Pentacles with the Strength card. Okay, these two come out together. Then we move into the 7th, so mid-week of the first, week and a half. We have the Emperor, so this is what's representing like the energy for like the 7th. So there's some controlling, domineering, heavy energy that first week. And then rounding out that week, going into September 11th, we have the 6 of Cups with the Death card. Now that looks a little sad. It looks a little scary, right? Looking like something that's comforting is going to be coming to an end or change, right? So what I feel with this is, again, I feel like you're working within a group setting. It could be a setting in which you are called to work with common interests, so you have a common goal with this person or at this setting within this group, okay? So it could be that work situation. But I feel like there's some sort of a disagreement that comes to the forefront at some point. There's a controversy, okay? Where it's in the public eye, where like many people are witnessing this. And so it is very important how you carry yourself through this. And so, you need to be able to react, or respond, I guess, instead of react, respond with grace. And so, I do feel like this group setting, this controversy, this disagreement, I feel like you might be feeling shy. Now that's weird for a Leo. I feel as though you might be feeling a little bit tongue-tied, like speechless. Maybe you don't know what to say, and what that looks like is somebody is going to maybe say more than they would ordinarily say, or feel more bold in, to say what they want to say because you're caught in a moment where you're kind of speechless, like what? Like, did they really just say that? And so you're not sure what to say because also you're being mindful of the fact that all of these people are seeing this. So if this is a work situation especially, but if this is a situation within a relationship like at home, I feel like this is something that could happen, with, like the family around or something as well. And so what that looks like is that's you being left open and vulnerable. And so this person, it's like almost like they continue to nitpick or to continue to say things to you to really just get you going. And so I feel like they're disparaging remarks, almost like they're belittling you in some way. Maybe they do feel or have a sense that you are less important than them, and that's not true, right? But the way that they talk to you makes you feel like you are less important than them, maybe even, right? And so they say it very rudely. They lack manners. They lack respect. And I feel like it's not just you that they're affecting. So they might be directing these comments at you, but they're hurting not just you and your feelings, right? They're hurting everybody around them, right? Because it affects everybody around them. These other people that have witnessed it, whether it's at home situation that's like with children, or whether that's, you know, at the work, in a work setting or a group setting, all of these other people have now been a witness to what has been said, and they see that this person, you know, their words are sharp as a tack, and they will hurt, they will sting a little bit, and they also maybe see this person for you know, who they are a little bit more, their true color, right? And so, you know, I feel like it's really important for you, even though you're really disappointed maybe in their actions or how they act, you know, it's important for you to remain confident in who you are and understand that how this person is acting has everything to do with them and has nothing to do with you, right? And that it's your job, I feel almost, Leo, to kind of go around and do damage control, where you're trying to maybe go around and help those other people see that this person isn't as bad a person as they might think as a result of seeing that. You're maybe like sugarcoating things or like making excuses for this person maybe. In the end, you know, I feel like you understand that this person might just be under a lot of stress, like that kind of thing, and even though you're disappointed, you're trying to help this person, right? Because in the end, I think you genuinely care about people. I mean, you're a social being, but you know, I feel, even though you're disappointed, I think that ultimately, even though you're doing these things to kind of help this person and kind of like do damage control, I feel ultimately you've already like maybe made a decision mentally to be like, I'm going to distance myself from that person and maybe take mental notes and maybe come to a different conclusion for my own self, for what I need and how I need to move forward now that this has transpired, right? And so that's just where I feel that you might be at, okay? So moving into the 12th through the 18th, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful energy, focusing on the material comforts, right? With the Knight of Cups, it came out with the Knight of Cups as well as the 6 of Swords. Now these 3 cards, they actually fell out together, so that's very representative for the 12th through the 18th. But ending that week, the 12th through the 18th, the 2 cards that came out together were the 9 of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so worrying about something, right? All right, so what I really feel with this energy is I feel as though you could be talking strategy with somebody, right? This Knight of Cups is like offering love, or, you know, offering words of wisdom, right? That's speaking words of wisdom, let it be. That's what I hear, like the Beatles song. So I feel like you could be talking strategy with somebody. Maybe how you want to deal with this situation, maybe how you want to go forward, right? Maybe coming up with a plan for the future. And I feel like ultimately it's important for you to know your worth. With that 9 of Pentacles, that person stands confidently and happy and, you know, really knows their worth, knows what they have to offer, right? And so I feel like sometimes, Leo, you forget exactly how valuable you are and exactly what you bring to the table. And so I think that that's really important for you to remind yourself sometimes that, you know, you've got it going on, you know, you bring a lot to the table and you need somebody to value that. And if they're not going to see your worth, are they worth your time? That's really where it's at, right? And I think that it's really important too, there's a reminder here from Spirit for you to kind of focus on the fact that, these people or this person, you might feel like downright discriminated against, right, as a result of everything. But Spirit's saying, listen, it's not about where you've been. It's about where you're going, okay? And with that Six of Swords, it's important for you to choose, like, what you want. It's important. You can see that this boat, they've loaded that boat with all their troubled sorrows, all those swords are their troubled sorrows, all of the baggage that they're going to take with them. But they're trying to leave those troubled waters into something that's a little bit more peaceful, right? But it's a conscious decision that you have to make, right? And so, maybe you are enjoying those physical comforts and that comfort zone and the material aspect of things, but is that worth it in the end? If there's some, emotional discord, is it worth it? You really need to make that choice for yourself. And so, choosing peace over that troubled water. And I feel like sometimes you might agonize over the details of things, but I think that it's really important for you to get over that fear, right? Some of those swords, that baggage, that's our thoughts. That could be our ego. And those could be things that bring up a lot of fear. Fear, with that Nine of Swords as well. That's sleepless nights, that's anxiety, it's nightmares, right? And then that Page of Pentacles, that is like starting over, realizing that you are worth a lot more, or that you want so much more, maybe questioning, do I deserve something more? And so really understanding that maybe there's some guilt and things that you have to overcome, but push past that. Because as you step into that change, you decide to actively change as you work through some of those emotions. There's a beautiful new beginning available for you. This is starting new, right, with that Page of Pentacles. And you can do it. You have to get over what is keeping you up at night, right? And I think that part of that Nine of Swords is anxiety. It isn't always bad. It can sometimes be good as well, right? You get nervous when you go to a job interview. Taking that and seeing that in a different perspective, right? So knowing that sometimes that can push us into a space that we need to be in, right? So not agonizing over the details. When you get caught agonizing over those details over and over in our minds, sometimes we get caught in inaction. And it's really important that we're not going to stay stuck. We're not going to stay stagnant. We're always going to be striving for more. We're always going to be moving forward. We look at this spread here and the layout of things. There's 2 6s, I think maybe 3 6s, 2 8s, 2 9s. There's definite progress here for you. There's definite forward motion, but I do think there could be a back and forth, right? A feeling of like going back and forth. But it's up to you to get yourself out of that cycle of going back and forth, but fully stepping forward and knowing your path and knowing exactly what it is that you choose, that you want for yourself, and taking that step, right? Which is what we're going to talk about now. As we move into the 19th through the 25th, we have here 3 cards come out together. The Knight of Pentacles with the 3 of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. All these coins, really so much at the end. Beautiful here, a divine gift, right? Okay, so what I see with this is that you do take your time a bit, maybe, Leo, in coming to some conclusions, but at what point are you going to take that step that you need to take, right? You're deciding things, getting the best laid plans, right? But at some point you're going to have to just take that step forward and try to build something. And knowing, you probably have some sort of a vision in your mind, but you can't bring that vision from your mind and down into reality without actually taking some action. And so with this, it's really important that, I feel like you're going to be seeing so many signs, like everywhere, and they're going to be like clobbering you over the head with sign spirit is, but you are going to have to decide initially to just take that step without knowing what's coming, without knowing exactly where you want to go and exactly how everything is going to look or exactly how everything is going to play out. You're going to have to take that step, Spirit says, on blind faith. Okay, so take that step, take that action, then you'll see Spirit showing up and people coming out of the woodwork maybe to help you, and then seeing these signs coming out of the woodwork, knowing you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you should be doing. And I feel that on a deep, deep level. Okay, so keep in mind, as you start doing that, you might be a little bit scared, but just keep focused on what it is that you want to build and where you want to go and who you want to be at your side throughout this whole thing, and start focusing on all of those things to overcome that fear, right? Faith over fear. And, really, really allow other people to help you. It's okay to accept help, because that's sometimes how Spirit shows up to help us, is through other people. And so allowing that is a beautiful gift and grace. And so I love that for you, Leo. Moving into the 26th through the 30th, we have the 10 of Pentacles Reversed. Now, when this comes out in reverse, I just feel like, when this is like upright, it's like, yay, everything's perfect and wonderful, right? When it's in reverse, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not perfect and wonderful. It could be just about our perspective. So as we round out the September here, I just feel, Leo, that you want it all. And you do have it all. I just don't feel that you see that you have it all, okay? So you want it all, but you don't need to have it all to be happy or to feel loved or to feel fulfilled, okay? So this is about focusing on your present moment and the impact that you are having on others in your present moment, and the impact that others around you are having on you at the present moment, right? This is about maybe making decisions on a whim. Maybe, you have plans laid out for the day, but they change like that, and that's okay. But embracing that as you move throughout your day, because the best laid plans, they don't always go exactly how you see them to go. And so I feel like it's about building memories, about showing love, loving and being loved, right? And so with this, I feel it's about building memories with others and being an example to other people. And I really feel like this is going to come in a way that you might, get up for the day, you have your day planned, you know exactly what it's going to be. You might get a phone call, and then somebody invites you to go maybe fishing for the day, right? Well, then that's what if it feels like a yes, then, then it's probably a yes, and you should go do it, and maybe put off those other things if you can for another day, because that means that that's what's important at that time. Maybe that person really needs that for the day. But then also you might find that it was very soul soothing for you, right, as well. And so really focusing on your present moment, being in the present, staying in the present, not like I have this to do, I have this to do, I have this to do, I can't, right? That's not what this is about, right? That's not what life is about, right? And so you don't have to have $1 million to be happy. You don't have to, buy people's love. It's with time and how you spend your time, and how you show the world, and how you're present in the world, what legacy are you leaving? So that's a really beautiful, beautiful read. So as we round out the month of September, overall advice for you, Leo, what I get is the 6 of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. Okay, so with this, I feel, the 10 of Wands was on the bottom. Things can feel heavy at times for you this month, okay? Don't be alarmed with that. I think expect that. But I do feel like overall this month, you could find yourself maybe going down some rabbit holes, right? Where you're investing your time in things that may or may not be worthy of your time. And I think that that's up to you to decide. Use your discretion, right? Is this something that I should be really investing my time and energy in? Because I feel like there's things that you could put off, like cross that bridge when you get there type feel with it. And then there's things that should be a priority. So really prioritizing your time is going to be how you establish standing in your power, how you take your power back. And I feel that you're going to have a lot of people looking up to you this month. And I feel that how you articulate your words, how you express yourself, how you communicate your feelings, I really think that that's so important, because I feel that there's a lot of people like all eyes on you, right? And I feel that through this there could be mutual agreements made. And I do feel, new beginnings overall. So you will come out of this very triumphantly, and, you will succeed. And I think that it could just boil down to you using your words, expressing your words, how you are picky and choosy how you express yourself, right? Like knowing when to respond and how to respond, and listening actively and responding when necessary, right? And so I think that this is all a beautiful energy for you here, Leo. So I do so hope that this resonates. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest. Not all general readings resonate for everybody. But if you know another Leo that's near and dear to your heart, and you're inclined to share this reading with them, I would absolutely be so grateful if you would share the message so that we can have others benefit from hearing this as well. If you haven't yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button below, and don't forget to hit the bell so that you're in the know of all of the new amazing content as it is released. And as always, I will be back with another read for you guys again soon. If you're interested in your own personal reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. You can hit me up at enchantedemeraldny@gmail.com, or you can purchase your own personal reading in the at the Square website in the description box below, and I will reach out to you. And I hope you have a phenomenal day. Thank you so much. Take care.